When packing up the dome trap, you're going to reverse everything you did to set the trap. The first thing you should always do when finished trapping is turn off the electronics box. This saves the batteries.
Next, remove the food from the trap. If you forget this step, the food is likely to spill out when you're transporting the trap, and you'll have a mess to clean up later. You should leave the foam bowl holder in the trap unless you have some pressing need to remove it. That way it won't get lost. If you do need to remove the bowl holder to clean around it or for any other reason, it reattaches along the Velcro like this.
If the trap was triggered, then the hooks already have been released and the trap is closed. If you didn't trigger the trap, you'll need to release the hooks to close the trap. You can do this by hand. Just move the black lever to the left and release the hook. Or if the target cat is not around, you can do it electronically by pressing A on the remote to trigger the trap. Next, you'll need to pull out the 4 metal pegs, 2 on each side of the trap, from the wooden blocks to unlock the base of the trap. Then close the gate on the transfer tunnel, but leave the gate unlocked. If you lock the gate, the knob on the lock blocks the trap from folding up completely, so you'll need to leave it unlocked when transporting and storing the trap. Now you're ready to fold up the trap. Then you can reattach the 2 black bands at the top of the trap. You can also use these black bands to carry the trap. After that, you're ready to load the trap into your car. I like to rest the dome trap on the floor of my car or slide it into the back seat and leave it in a mostly upright position rather than turning it completely on its side. I also try to clear everything away so that the trap isn't resting on top of cages or anything else with potentially sharp edges that could snag the net of the trap. The dome trap should not be left in a hot car for more than 20 minutes at a time. The trap is very durable, but some materials used in its construction could begin to warp if exposed to extreme heat. Once home, you should plan to clean your dome trap within 24 hours. You can use a sponge or wet paper towels, along with a gentle cleanser, to wipe down the trap on both the inside and outside. To clean the ripstop, you can use plain water, diluted Dawn Original dishwashing liquid, Method all-purpose cleaner, non-citrus varieties, or diluted white vinegar. Whichever cleanser you choose should be used only in small amounts and then rinsed thoroughly. To protect the ripstop from damage when cleaning, avoid using bleach, ammonia-based cleaners, all simple green products, citrus-based solvent cleaners, concentrated degreasers, or oxygen cleaners. When climbing inside the trap to clean it, I try to avoid wearing polyester or nylon. The Velcro pads that join the 2 sides of the trap together at the top tend to snag these materials. You can also set the hooks on the trap to clean the inside of the ripstop as well as the net base. You should wipe down the trap after each use to prevent odors and stains from accumulating. Please exercise caution when walking around the trap to clean it, to avoid tripping over the hooks or falling on top of the trap. The materials for the dome trap have been carefully selected and tested. They are strong and durable. If properly cared for, your dome trap should last you a long time. The ripstop sides contain a strong lining along both the top and base of the trap. These are the areas that the cats are most likely to claw when trapped inside the dome. The lining prevents the cats from punching their claws through the ripstop. In the middle section of the trap that contains no lining, small nail marks are common and harmless. You should check the ripstop after each use. If you notice anything that looks like an actual hole or tear, send us a picture. we can send you a repair kit. Patching up the ripstop is quick and easy, and the repair is permanent. After you clean the trap and inspect the ripstop, you should check all the Velcro. First, check the Velcro that holds the ripstop together along the top half of the trap. If you notice any areas that appear to be separating, press them back together. Then check the Velcro on the tunnel. Once again, make sure it's completely attached everywhere. Next, be sure to check the Velcro in front of the wooden blocks on each side of the trap. This Velcro attaches the sides of the ripstop to the net base. It prevents the cat from escaping when trapped. Press it back together completely after each use. Finally, check the Velcro pads that hold the top half of the trap together. The Velcro installed here is more than what's needed to prevent the cat from escaping, so it doesn't need to meet up 100% each time the trap closes. You can open and close the trap a few times to make sure the majority of Velcro is connecting. If it's not, press down on one side of the frame to realign the sides and help the Velcro pads connect. The electronics box of the Dome Trap uses 4 AA batteries. These batteries should last you at least 200 hours. You can protect the batteries by remembering to turn off the box between uses. You'll be receiving both written instructions and a short video on how to change the batteries in the electronics box when needed. The remote control for the Dome Trap uses a single 23A battery. It can last up to a year and enable the remote to work from distances of 50 yards or more. But the battery may weaken more quickly when trapping in below freezing temperatures. To be on the safe side, you should carry a spare 23A battery with you at all times when trapping. The 23A batteries are available on Amazon for under $1 a piece. After cleaning and inspecting your Dome Trap, it should be stored in a cool, dry place, away from children and pets.